Gazbot, and it's day 98. I've got bagels. So I've been working, let me move this green foot. So I've been working on the Horror A4, page 16, issue 2, page 16, panel 2 for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I haven't kept great track. It's more than 30 minutes, so challenge, made, blah. Let me show you. So here is the panel in question, and it's mostly done. I need to put a few little details, maybe some shading, whatever, but it took forever for a few reasons. Partially because it's a very simple perspective. It's a one-point straight-on shot, and I did that on purpose because it was a little bit of a complicated scene, and I need to have an image here. That's the other thing I need to add of the monster. But I needed to reference the past issues so that this room looks the same or close to the same as I had before, and I had to make sure that these chairs lined up and they were the right height on the table and that the people sitting in it and blah blah blah. It was just a deceptively difficult thing to get correct, and I don't even think it's like a masterwork of art. I just wanted it to look clear and more or less correct, and a lot of this is going to be filled with dialogue, but yeah, it took longer than I would have preferred. By comparison, this one, which had some, you know, perspective in it, but it was a little bit more generic. I didn't have to worry as much about matching everything, was much, much quicker than this, which isn't even 100% done. But that's where I am right now. All right, I'm gonna go back to work. I just wanted to talk to you about that while it was fresh in my noggin, my noodle cage. My noodle cage. All right, my puppets, I've done some more work. I don't know how long, an hour. I'm not doing a good job of keeping track. I'm just doing a good job of working. So I finished up this one and kind of put a TV effect over this, and I'm definitely putting in too much work for the rough phase, but it is what it's the mode I'm doing. And then I did this panel, which I initially imagined having no background, because there's gonna be a big dialogue one here, and it's like a dramatic entrance, but then I put this bar behind him. I'm not sure. I may or may not go back and put more background. I kind of like the way this looks graphically, but I'm not sure if it's gonna convey the proper storytelling. But that is a decision that we'll have to wait for a moment because I need to make a phone call and go to the front office and do a few real life things. So I'm going to stop this now and begin doing that. Well, I'm back from my walk. I had intended to do several things. I did two things. I called my mom to catch up with her about some things. She's got life stuff going on that I was talking to her about, and was walking, and we ended up talking for an hour. So I took an hour. I'm sweaty from the walk, which I normally wouldn't be, but I tend to like power walk, like, oh, and then what? I'm just like making laps around the thing, you know? So I definitely got plenty of exercise today. Like my walk, I can't call it a light jog, but power walking, maybe. I mean, I'm not doing this, but I'm sweating, so clearly I was exercising. And I talked to her. I'm gonna have to stop and I'm gonna do some other things on my way out today. I'm gonna pick up Q. I borrowed the car, and we are going to see Godzilla Resurgence tonight, also known as Shin Godzilla or New Godzilla. It's the first Japanese Godzilla movie in 10 years, I think. But Final Wars was sort of the end of the Millennium era, and there have been three main eras, the Showa, Heisei, and Millennium, and that's, you know, like the 50s on up to roughly the late 80s, early 90s, and that's the Heisei, which went to about the year 2000, and especially the second two ones, there was like a loose continuity between them, and so this is a new one, new continuity, and similar kind of to the American one, but a lot of when they reset, they'll sort of say that the first movie was canon, and then ignore everything else, you know, like all the resets start over as though they're a sequel to the first movie, which I assume they're going to do with this, but it also might be a retelling. I don't know. I've tried very hard to not see much. I haven't even seen the trailer. I know what Godzilla looks like because that picture's been everywhere, but I'm quite excited for this, and yeah. So this will be the first Japanese Godzilla movie that I will see in the theater on first run. Now, I've seen some Godzilla movies in the theater, but like at a classic cinema presents kind of thing. So I had seen the American, you know, legendary one, and that was good for America, but this is the real deal. I'm very looking forward to it. But my point is I got to do a few things now on my way out to do that, so. Dramatic lighting as I return from the theater, having seen Shin Gojira, Godzilla Resurgence. Let's go inside. Oh yeah, something I keep forgetting to mention. The other day, Marshall Couture Plex, Marsh Makes Art, Donkey Jaw, he's got a million names, but all of them add up to doing a sketch of yours truly, pointing at the camera like I sometimes do. Here is that sketch for you to enjoy, as I already have. back inside. It's about 1 a.m. Not the most exciting video today, but I think I'm going to end it here. I've done some work. I've shown you some work. I'm going to edit this video. I think I'm going to work on editing another video I need to do, and that's it. But I will mention, as far as Godzilla, and I did represent what I meant to say, that's Godzilla. I will say, if you have a chance to see it on the big screen, do it. I don't know how many more showings they're going to have. Around here, it was sort of a limited release thing. I enjoyed it. It was a different sort of Godzilla movie. I enjoyed it more than the American one, for sure. And it was fun, but it was definitely fun to see it on the big screen. So, but that's enough for now. That's enough from me. It's time to tell you what day it is. It's day 98. And if today is day 98, well then, you know what that means. Only 2 days left. I'm in your kitchen, where the farts go.